Hey guys, this is Retro Game Hacks welcoming you back to this Nuzlocke challenge on Pokémon Red. For those of you who may have missed the last episode, the highlight was that we were able to evolve Prince here all the way up to a Nidoking, and this guy is going to be a real powerhouse for us. So we're going to jump on the bicycle. I was able to exchange the bike voucher we got at the end of last episode for a bicycle back in Cerulean City, and we are going to use the SS ticket we got from Bill 2 episodes ago, and we are going to get onto the SS Anne. Okay, so the SS Anne is a bit of a goldmine at this stage of the game. There are tons of trainers you can use for experience, and there are a ton of useful items. I'm not going to do all the trainers for sure because there are a lot of them, but I am going to show you where some of the most useful items are on the ship. First of all is going to be this one here, but to get there we're going to have to battle a few trainers, so we are going to get some experience. And we are going to find some cool items. So this youngster is first, and we are going to see Prince in action as a Nidoking. Okay, so 2 horn attacks are going to take out this Nidoran. And I believe the item in this room is going to be TM08, which is the TM for Body Slam, which is a really powerful normal type move in this game. And there are a few Pokemon we have on our team who would benefit from that move. I haven't decided who I'm going to give it to yet, but certainly Nidoking or Venusaur, Ivysaur at the moment, Dinoplant would certainly benefit from that move. So I've just put Radish back up front because he is in the most need of the experience, and we're going to jump up to the top floor. And there's another item in this room, which is a max potion, which is really, really useful for this stage of the game. I think that would come in more useful at the end of the game, though, because at the moment we can still make do with potions because the HP of our Pokemon are so low. So 2 trainers in this room are going to have to beat because there is a hidden item in this room. So there are a lot of fishermen with a lot of water type Pokemon on the ship, obviously, so that should really help us out with our grass types, Radish and Dinoplant. Unfortunately, Tentacool is part poison, so Radish's Absorb won't do a lot to it. But as Tentacool is part poison, he is certainly one of the Pokemon I've got my eye on. We are going to need to catch a Tentacool at some point in this run, otherwise we're going to get stuck because we are going to need him for his surfing ability. So I've got everything crossed that at some point we will have our own Tentacool to use. And it also has the benefits of the wrap technique you just saw, which is really overpowered in this game. So I'm going to move back to Radish because again he's 4 or 5 levels behind Dinoplant and Prince, and I really want to get him up to level. And Absorb should be super effective against this Staryu, so it should be pretty easy job. So probably 4 absorbs it's going to take, but it's definitely going to be one where we win because we are taking back health every time. Okay, so final absorb, and that will be this Staryu down. Okay. So Prince grew to level 24, which is all good. And now we have a Shelder, another water type and another type advantage for Radish here. So it looks like it's going to be a 2-hit KO, which is all good. Not quite, okay. So 1 more absorb and that will be the Shelder down. Okay, and that is the Fisherman defeated. And Radish grows to level 19. Only a couple of levels away from evolving, so we have that to look forward to. And we've got 1 more trainer here who we have to defeat. I think again he's going to have water type Pokemon because he's another sailor. In fact, he has a Machop, so I think I'm going to switch Radish out here to Prince. Prince is certainly our hardest hitting Pokemon at this stage. Ivysaur is defensive minded, whereas Prince is more attacking minded, so where we want to deal damage, Prince will be our go-to, because we have Radish and Dinoplant are both quite defensive minded because they're both grass types, which in this game all seem to be quite defensive. So those two trainers, we went to that trouble because there is a hyper potion hidden on the pillow of that bed. So again, same story as the max potion. It's probably a little bit overkill at this stage, but later in the game, for sure, it will be really useful to have those type of potions in our arsenal. So another item in this room, and I think this is going to be the last item we go for on this floor. So only one trainer in this room. He only has the 2 Pokemon. So again, he has a Tentacle, which, as I said before, is a Pokemon I've really got my eye on. So again, Radish's Absorb won't do too much damage, so I'm going to use Dinoplant here to get him some experience. So I'm going to open up with a Leech Seed just to get the sap damage, and then the Vine Whip won't be very effective, so I think I'm going to go for the Tackle instead. So hopefully Tentacle won't do too much damage to us because we have got the Leech Seed damage coming back. So we're probably looking at a 3-hit KO with the Leech Seed damage and the Tackle damage. So I said I wanted Tentacle on my team. So what other Pokemon have I got my eye on? Now, once we have got through SSN and we've beaten Lieutenant Surge at the Vermilion Gym, the next stage will be to go through Rock Tunnel and to go to Lavender Town. Now, I mentioned Lavender Town because Ghastly is a Pokemon I have really got my eye on. Ghastly is going to be very, very useful to us and is really the only hope we've got of beating Sabrina's team, because that is going to be a very, very difficult gym. So Ghastly I definitely want to capture. I said about Tentacle as well, who I want to capture. And then beyond that, the final member, I've got my eye on either a Muck or a Weezing, both of which are quite late in the game. And that's really the reason I haven't trained up Nightwing yet, because we do have the option of training up a Golbat. But because my team, I'm looking at 6 of those 7 being my team, I don't want to waste time training Nightwing now, only to have to ditch him at a later date. I might change that because, again, only having 3 Pokemon and having 2 as the same type leaves us very narrow. So we've just picked up a Great Ball from a kitchen, which is useful. But yeah, only having 3 Pokemon with no type coverage at all might be too limiting. But for now, I think I can get by until Lavender Town when we catch Ghastly. And then it shouldn't be too long until we get the Good Rod, which we should be able to get once we've done the Sylph Tower in Saffron City and release Mr. Koji from the Lavender Tower. So that would allow us to get Tentacle at that point, and that's a pretty good team at that point. So that's roughly my plan. It might change in between now and then because we might miss out on Ghastly because we've only got 1 shot at that, and we might not be able to find a Tentacle as well because, again, we have limited chances at that. So that would change everything, and I might have to look at using either Nightwing, or if we were able to catch maybe an Ekans or something, I may look at that. But that's just to let you guys know that's roughly my current plan. So we've taken quite a bit of damage in this battle, and Prince is down to 26 health. I think a Thrash should take out the Tentacle, so I'm going to risk that, and we're fine critical hit. I don't think the crit mattered, but I think I might have to go and heal up. I'm not going to do the rest of this outside area because that's all that's really up here is a few trainers in that. I think that's meant to be the deck, the outside deck of a ship. So is there anything I need from here? I think there's only 1 item on this floor I want, so I think it's in this room. Okay, so we should be able to do this with 1 battle because we can avoid the girl. So this is going to be the last item I grab in this video, and then I'll head back to heal off screen, and then I'll come back to face Blue in the next episode. Now this guy's got Growlithe, which is not good for my team, so I'm going to try and use a Sleep Powder and make the swap into Prince because he's got the type matchup. So I'm going to switch into Prince, and then I think I'm going to... Do I heal up or do I attack? Okay, I'm going to try attacking and see how much it does while he's asleep. Okay, so it's a 2-hit KO. So if I take him out now, I don't think a Growlithe can... I think he's got 2 Growlithes, and I don't think his Growlithe will be able to beat me in 1 hit, so we should be fairly safe. Radish, oh, he's got a Ponyta. Okay, so I'm going to use Thrash, and hopefully that will take him out in 1 hit. And it does. Perfect. So that was a good battle for us. We took no damage, and Radish was able to grow to level 20 as well. So this is the last item I wanted to show you, which was a rare candy, which is always useful to have. So that's all the most important items on the ship. So I think I'm going to call this episode here. So in between now and the next episode, I'm going to beat some of the trainers off screen on the ship. And then when we come back for the next episode, we will be taking on Blue. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching.